Hi YouTube. Hello. Hi. Hi. You're very welcome to my channel. Thank you for popping by. And if you feel like this video is going to touch you somehow, somewhere, please subscribe and like, share if you can, to whoever is interested to such content. Okay. Whoever wants to come to China, as long as you're black, this is your video, and you want to move to China to start a new life, to settle, to get jobs, and work, greener pastures wherever you're coming from. This is going to be your video, and these are the few things that you're going to find as a black person here in China, the few things that you're going to encounter. I'm talking about the things that are low-key. I don't know if you understand. Random things that you're going to find on the streets when you're walking. Maybe you're a teacher and you're in school, you're teaching. Maybe you I don't know, in the club, or you're at the shop buying groceries, or anywhere. Like random things that you will find along the way when you move to China. Some of them are okay, some of them are not okay, so it's up to you to filter and see what is going to work for you. But before you move to China as a black person, these are the few things that you should know about China. First and foremost, one thing that you should know about China: it is a beautiful country and very easy to be in. It's very safe, 100% safe. Well, apart from this corona issue, yeah, but it's safe. It's safe. Anyway, so I'm just going to dive right in. So please subscribe. Okay, so first and foremost, you should know that you're going to be called an African no matter where you're coming from. It doesn't matter if you're coming from the US and you're an American. It doesn't matter if you're from the United Kingdom. It doesn't matter if you're from Brazil. No matter where you're coming from, anywhere in the world, as a black person, you're an African. You're an African automatically. The only way you're not going to be an African if when this some random Chinese comes to you and asks you which country that you're coming from. But if they do not ask you, you're going to be treated like an African. Please don't ask me how an African is treated. That will be another video. You understand? Anyway, I'm a Ugandan, I'm an African, of course, so I know, I've experienced it all. So number two, you'll be stared at. Like stared, like stared at, like they're looking at a ghost or at a unicorn, or something new. The reason they're staring at you, deep down I feel like they don't know a lot about black people. They don't know a lot about us. They never stare this much at white people, but at black people they will stare at you. Grandmas and granddaddies, I'm talking about the older generation of China. They will stare at you like so hard. They will stare at you. They will not even stop. Like when you see them, they will not move away, look away. No, they will continue staring at you. They will continue doing their business of staring at you. You actually feel how should I put it? You feel not overwhelmed. You feel, what is the word? Oh my God, English is not my first language, so you feel uncomfortable. You feel uncomfortable. You feel uncomfortable, and you break the whatever, the contact. You just look away, but you feel their eyes on you all over, wherever. But this does not happen everywhere. If you're in big cities, of course you're not going to experience. You will, but it's not going to be all the time, because in big cities there are many foreigners, there are many black people. So these Chinese in these big cities have experienced all this Western life. They have already experienced people around them, foreigners around them, so they're not gonna stare at you. But you will find those random other ones who are just, I don't know, mesmerized when they see a black person. They'll stare at you. Trust me, they will stare at you. No matter what you do, they will stare at you. I don't know, you're walking down the street, you're going to the grocery to buy something, and then the shopkeeper is like, "Hi, ni hao." And then they're looking at you, they're smiling, they're so happy, they're looking at you, they're staring at your skin, They're staring at your hair. They're staring at what you're buying. What are you buying? What is she going to eat? What kind of food does she eat? Even when you're eating at the restaurant, some random Chinese walking, you're eating your food, they'll come and they stand above you like this. It's kind of disrespectful, but yeah, it happens. They'll come and stand over you like this, and then they will look at you. You know, they'll look at the food that you're eating, and they'll start communicating to each other. They want to know what you eat as a black person. What kinds of food do you like? You know, I think this is because they kind of, I don't know, they don't know a lot about black people. So I never get really angry at them or mad at them. I just do you, I do me. Look at me. Okay, you want to look at me? It's okay. It's like you're a celebrity, you know, who will never get famous. A celebrity who will never get famous. Does that make sense? It's like when you enter a mall, everyone is looking at you. They want to take pictures of you. They want to take pictures with them. They want you to take pictures with them. But that is it. That is the end. When you go out elsewhere, and you'll never be famous, but you're in a celebrity. I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? So as a black person, expect that you're going to be asked for pictures. You're going to be stared at. You're going to be, I don't know, these weird looks all over from kids. Kids are so sweet. They're so funny when they see a black person for the first time. They're like, it's like they don't know what's going on. They don't know, like, they don't know what to ask, you know. Anyway, number 3 is that you will be asked a lot of questions. If a Chinese builds up the courage to come to you, talk to you, you'll be asked a lot of weird questions. In your mind, they're weird, but of course you have to answer them. You know, you're like, but you'll answer them, you know. For example, they'll ask you, why is your skin black? This question sounds racist, but to me, when they ask me, it's not like they're trying to be racist to you. They're asking you because they want to know. They don't know anything about black people, so they ask you, why is your skin black? And they always ask, is it because in your country the sun is too hot to the point that it burns your skin to this color? And then you're like, no. Of course not, ma'am. No. It's more hot in China than, you know, in my country. We are in the rainforest, you know. The equator passes in my country, you know. Our weather is balanced. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's in the middle. We are always in this summer that is not too hot, you know. Our weather is so beautiful. But you cannot explain that to them, you know. You just tell them, no, I'm black because, you know, that is the way I was born. I was born black, you know. That's my skin color, skin complexion. What kind of food like black people like eating? It's a weird question for me because I'm in China. I'm going to find Chinese food and I'm going to eat Chinese food. So I don't know why you'd ask me the kind of food that I'm going to like, that I eat. Of course I eat Chinese food. I like Chinese food. So why are you asking me such a question? Another weird question they ask me sometimes is that, do you sleep in huts in your country? Like, I don't know. No, we don't. We have houses like here. Like, why would you ask such a question, you know? Of course, I'm not saying in Africa we don't have huts. We do have huts deep down there in the village. People are still sleeping in these huts. Yes, they exist. But it is the 21st century, you know? 20th, 21st. One of the two. One of the two. But anyway, this is a different century. Like, we are developing, you know. We not like everyone is sleeping in a hut in my country. No, we don't hunt. We do not hunt for food. We go and buy food. We have factories that make food, you know. Come on, ma'am. Can you just go away from me? Just disappear? I don't tell them that. That is what I always want to tell them. But of course, I'll be as polite as possible and I'll tell them, no, we have real houses, you know. So, and other weird questions. There are very many. There are very many silly questions about your hair, about the way you dress. I don't know, about what you do, how much money you're earning. How can I feel like you do not have to ask me how much money I'm making. Why are you asking me how much money I'm making? I don't know why some Chinese feel comfortable asking me that question. Why are you asking me that question? Why? Anyway, so visa was going to go to all foreigners, not only black people. You should make sure that your visa is in place. China is very strict with visa. Whichever visa that you have, student, work visa, I hear marriage visa, I don't know what other visas are there. All of those visas, you have to make sure that your visa is in place, because first and foremost, when you're traveling through the train, air, anywhere, you need your passport as a foreigner to travel. So they have to check your visa first, even if you're going to the next city, you understand? So you have to make sure that your visa is in place, like 100%. They're very strict. You pay if you pass the your 1 day illegal in China, 2 days, 1 week, 1 month, or you'll be deported back to your country. So you have to make sure that your visa is in place. You have to make sure that your visa is 100% okay. You have agents to do these things for you. You have, make sure your visa is on point so that you enjoy China. Okay. Another issue is nationality matters here. What am I saying nationality matters in China as a black person? I'm going to categorize us black people in categories, Africans, South Africans. South Africans it's like they are not in Africa when you come to China. So I'm saying Africans, South Africans, Brazilians, US Americans. Okay, those are the I don't know, people coming from Haiti. I don't know if they are here. I've never met any, but those are the 4 countries mostly known by the Chinese. If you come to, of course, Africa is not a country, but they call it Africa, you understand? And South Africa is there, a country of its own. It's the only biggest country they know, they mostly know. So if you're an African, not South African, but you're an African, your privileges are not the same as someone from South Africa. For example, visa, the teaching visa. The teaching visa can be given to a South African, but it is hard for any other African country to get the teaching visa. And they call South Africa an English native country. They are natives, they speak English. I'm from Uganda. Our country is not native English. That's what they say. Because we were colonized by the British people, we speak English. All of us speak English. So that is a privilege. They will get a teaching visa here, which will be hard for me as a Ugandan to get a teaching visa in China. I'm not saying I cannot get it, but it will be hard for me to get it. You understand? So a black person from America has more privileges than any other black people in the whole world, of course, because he is an American. China has a way it stages America as a very, very big, beautiful country, and if you know Chinese, America is called Meiguo. So Meiguo means, Mei in Chinese means beautiful. Mei. Guo means country. So they call America beautiful country. Ren means person, so Meiguo Ren. Beautiful person. Beautiful country person, like an American, beautiful. you get my point. So they get more privileges, of course, but not 100% like the white American, but I'm talking about black. So their privileges are more because they hold an American passport. Brazilians are also kind of treated the same like Africans, because some Brazilians don't know how to speak English, so of course it will not be easy for them to get teaching jobs. I'm not a teacher, by the way. I'm not a teacher. I don't know how to handle kids. I'm very impatient. I'm not a teacher. But this is what I'm trying to show you. So all the black community is staged into, categorized into, you know, you're coming, okay, you're coming from here, you do this, you're coming from here, you do, you come from here, it doesn't matter where you started from, where you what, how many degrees you hold or whatever. So those are the few things that you find along the way here in China. It's a beautiful country, very accessible services, everything is very easy here, and it's very, very safe. You will have your feel of China. You'll get China'd, you know. It's very, but there are these mental things you'll find along the way before you come. So I think that is going to be the end of my video. I will not add on that. Maybe in the future I'll come up with other things that people should know about China, but for now this is okay. And one more thing I should say is that the devil exists and God exists, so they are both alive and kicking. Choose your side and choose wisely. I should say you choose God, but we all have our own free will, so choose wisely. And with that said, I peace